think there's any way to have any better lighting here. Hey Joshy, how's it going, man? I see something. Yeah.
Welcome to Alliance Military Database. Classified information requested. Establishing secure connection. Secure connection confirmed.
Yep.
Please log in to access your profile. Warning, data corruption detected. Please reconstruct profile.
Hey, Chunk.
Pre-service history.
Well, funny you should say that, because this came out last year, basically for Xbox One, as well as Series X last year. Oh yeah, I guess we are at over 40 now. So we're less than 10 away from 50 now. We just have to get the watch powers back up over 3, because in the last stream, or the stream before that, considering that nobody had watched, it dropped under 3, so I need to get that again. An average of at least 3 people, once again. So I'm back to have only 2 goals met again, of the 4. For possible application for partnership. But with that in mind, as I was saying, Joshy, yeah, this is in Game Pass now on Xbox. As I showed you, I have a physical copy of it, which is what you're seeing on my Xbox One X here. I will start this playthrough on here, and then eventually, once I get through something else, probably migrate to playing this on the Series S to compare how it looks at that point. But we'll see what I get through in a reasonable amount of time for my backlog of games that I have installed on the Series S at this point. So, Spacer is both of your parents were, yeah, born on Earth. Colonist, you were born and raised on a colony planet. Or no, not Earth. They were both Alliance military, so you were not born on any particular planet, effectively. Or Earthborn, as obviously you were born on Earth. You were an orphan raised in the streets of a great megatropolis covering Earth, so probably New York. Or London or something. Earth. You escaped the life of petty crime and underworld gangs by enlisting in the Alliance military when you turned 18. Colonists Backstory. You were born and raised on that planet there. A small border colony in the Attican Traverse. When you were 16, slavers raided your planet, slaughtering your family and friends. You were saved by passing Alliance patrol, and you enlisted with the military a few years later. Or Spacer. Both your parents were in the Alliance military. Your childhood was spent on ships and stations as they transferred from posting to posting, never staying in one location for more than a few years. Following your parents' footsteps, you enlisted at the age of 18. What do you, what would be more entertaining, you guys think, from your point of view? To watch me playing through as a spacer, colonist, or earthborn. Given those descriptions. Because you guys know me, I always like audience participation when I'm playing something. Whenever you guys are here. So no one's got a preference, I take it then by the silence. Alright then, let's see. Trying to remember what might happen with each one of these, because I've played through with all of these on the original versions on the 360 previously. I guess what would make sense for me is probably Earthborn or probably Colonist. I'm gonna go with Colonist here.
Confirm psychological profile.
Alright. So, Sole Survivor. During your service on a mission, you were on... Let's try that again. During your service, a mission you were on went horribly wrong. Trapped in extreme survival situation, you had to overcome physical torments and psychological stresses that would have broken most people. You survived while those around you fell. And now you alone are left to tell the tale. War Hero. Early in your military career, you found yourself facing overwhelming enemy force. You risked your own life to save your fellow soldiers and defeat the enemy despite the impossible odds. Your bravery and heroism have earned you medals and recognition from the Alliance fleet. Or Ruthless. Throughout your military career, you have held fast to one basic rule: get the job done. You've been called cold, calculating, and brutal. Your reputation for ruthless efficiency makes your fellow soldiers weary of you, but when failure is not an option, the military always goes to you first. While I'm not a veteran myself, I do like the War Hero one.
Confirm military specialization.
Alright, this is interesting. Soldier, Engineer, Adept, whom is basically just a pure biotic. Infiltrator, Sentinel, or Vanguard. Personally, I'm leaning towards Soldier at this point. Engineers are tech specialists who use holographic omni-tool. They can decrypt security systems, repair or modify tech equipment. Well, I'm not that good with tech. Depths are biotic specialists. Infiltrator. Combine combat and tech abilities. Sentinel, that combines tech and biotics. Vanguard. Yeah, I think Soldier is probably the most obvious one here.
Confirm facial identification.
Alright, let's see. Try to get a usable facial structure. I think that ought to be alright. Let's see. Iris color. Yeah, that should be accurate. To a degree. Let's see here. Yeah. Why is there red in it? Hopefully it's just the stupid lighting of his character creation thing. That should be fine. Fuck is this? Okay, that's the code for that face apparently.
Profile reconstruction complete.
Evidently.
Identification confirmed.
Alright, we're finally getting into it then.
Well, what about Shepard? He grew up in the colonies.
He knows how tough life can be out there. His parents were killed.
I'll
in
catch you
slavery.
later, heading out. Sounds
He
good,
proved himself
Joshi.
during the Blitz. Held off enemy forces on the ground until reinforcements arrived.
He's the only reason Elysium is still standing.
We can't question his courage.
Humanity needs a hero. And Shepard's the best we've got.
I'll make the call.
Let me see what'll happen if I turn this lamp on back here. for lighting. Looks a little better, but then again, that's probably mostly from the screen that's right in front of me too.
The Arcturus Prime relay is in range. Initiating transmission sequence.
Commander?
We are connected. Calculating transit mass and destination. The relay is hot. Acquiring approach vector. All stations secure for transit. Board is green. Approach run has begun. Hitting the relay in 3, 2, 1.
Thrusters, check. Navigation, check. Internal emissions sync engaged. All systems online. Drift, just under 1500K.
1500 is good. Your captain will be pleased.
I hate that guy.
Nihilus gave you a compliment, so you hate him.
You remember to zip up your jumpsuit on the way out of the bathroom? That's good. I just jumped us halfway across the galaxy and hit a target the size of a pinhead, so that's incredible. Besides, Spectres are trouble. I don't like having them on board. Call me paranoid.
You're paranoid. The Council helped fund this project. They have a right to send someone
Thanks,
to keep an
Chunk.
eye on their investment.
Yeah, that is the official story. But only an idiot believes the official story.
They don't send Spectres on shakedown runs.
So there's more going on here than the captain's letting on.
Joker, status report.
Just cleared the mass relay, Captain. Stealth systems engaged. Everything looks solid.
Good. Find the comm buoy and link us into the network. I want mission reports relayed back to Alliance Brass before we reach Eden Prime.
Aye, aye, Captain. Better brace yourself, sir. I think Nihilus is headed your way.
He's already here, Lieutenant. Tell Commander Shepard to meet me in the comm room for a debriefing.
You get that, Commander?
Looks like Electrifying Gaming is also playing this as well.
I'm on my way.
Is it me or does the Captain always sound a little pissed off?
Only when he's talking to you, Joker.
I'm telling you, I just saw him. He marched by like he was on a mission.
He's a Spectre. They're always on a mission.
We're getting...
Excuse me. Alright, so... Actually, not that yet. Alright, I guess that's done then. Speak to the captain, yeah. Let's get some backstory on things here. This is one thing that I love about the Mass Effect series. The Codex, because it actually tells you about stuff in the world. So, Chunk, you're gonna learn something about the Mass Effect universe right now.
Roughly 1,200 years ago, the Turians were invited to join the Citadel Council to fulfill the role of galactic peacekeepers. The Turians have the largest fleet in Citadel space, and they make up the single largest portion of the Council's
Hey, K-Dog.
military forces. As their territory and influence has spread, The Turians have come to rely on the Solarians for military intelligence and the Asari for diplomacy. Despite a somewhat colonial attitude towards the rest of the galaxy, the ruling hierarchy understands they would lose more than they would gain if the other two races were ever removed. Turians come from an autocratic society that values discipline and possesses a strong sense of personal and collective honor. There is lingering animosity between Turians and humans over the First Contact War of 2157, which is known as the Relay 314 incident to the Turians. Officially, however, the two species are allies, and they enjoy civil, if cool, diplomatic relations.
That's the Turians. Let's see what's in this category.
Is an independent supranational government representing the interests of humanity as a whole. The Alliance is responsible for the governance and defense of all extrasolar colonies and stations. The Alliance grew out of the various national space programs as a matter of practicality. Sol's planets had been explored and exploited through piecemeal national efforts. The expense of colonizing entire new solar systems could not be met by any one country. With humans knowing that alien contact was inevitable, there was enough political will to jointly fund an international effort. Still, the Alliance was often disregarded by those on Earth until the First Contact War. While the national governments dithered and bickered over who should lead the effort to liberate Shanxi, the Alliance fleet struck decisively. Post-war public approval gave the Alliance the credibility to establish its own parliament and become the galactic face of humanity.
I have a feeling I know who on Earth probably was objecting to the Global Alliance then in this. Yeah.
Dragged right along with him.
Relax, Presley. You're gonna...
Congratulations, Commander. Looks like we had a smooth run. You heading down to see the captain?
Sounds like you don't trust our Turian guest.
Sorry, Commander. Just having a chat with Adams down at engineering. I didn't mean to cause any trouble. But you have to admit, something's odd about this mission. The whole crew feels it.
You think the Alliance brass is holding out on us?
If all we're supposed to do is test out the stealth system, why is Captain Anderson in charge? And then there's Nihilus. Spectres are elite operatives, top covert agents. Why send a Spectre, a Turian Spectre, on a shakedown run? It doesn't add up.
I'll see if I can get some answers when I see him.
Good luck, Commander.
Good. Thanks, Presley.
What do you think, Commander? We won't be staying on Eden Prime too long, will we? I'm itching for some real action.
I sincerely hope you're kidding, Corporal. Your real action usually ends with me patching up crew members in the infirmary.
The doctor's right, kid.
Goes looking for a fight, Corporal.
Sorry, Commander, but this waiting's killing me. I've never been on a mission like this before, not one with a Spectre on board.
Do your job, follow my orders, and there won't be any problems.
Easy for you to say. You proved yourself in the Blitz. Everybody knows what you can do. This is my big chance. I need to show the brass what I can do.
You're young, Corporal. You have a long career ahead of you. Don't do something stupid to mess it up.
Don't worry, sir. I'm not gonna screw this up.
The captain's waiting for me.
Goodbye, Commander.
Bye, Doctor. And Corporal Jenkins.
Commander Shepard, I was hoping you'd get here first. It will give us a chance to talk.
Talk?
What about? I'm interested in this world we're going to. Eden Prime. I've heard it's quite beautiful.
I wouldn't know.
But you know of it. It's become something of a symbol for your people, hasn't it? Proof that humanity can not only establish colonies across the galaxy, but also protect them. But how safe is it really?
If
What's
you've
your
got
point?
something to say, just say it.
Your people are still newcomers, Shepard. The galaxy can be a very dangerous place. Is the Alliance truly ready for this?
I think it's about time we told the commander what's really going on.
This mission is far more than a simple shakedown run.
Is someone gonna fill me in, Captain?
We're making a covert pickup on Eden Prime. That's why we needed the stealth systems operational.
Why the
There
secrecy?
must be a reason you didn't tell me about this, sir.
This comes down from the top, Commander. Information strictly on a need-to-know basis. A research team on Eden Prime unearthed some kind of beacon during an excavation. It was Prothean.
I thought the
Prothean?
Protheans vanished 50,000 years ago.
Their legacy still remains. The mass relays, the Citadel, our ship drives. It's all based on Prothean technology.
This is big, Shepard. The last time humanity made a discovery like this, it jumped our technology forward 200 years. But Eden Prime doesn't have the facilities to handle something like this. We need to bring the beacon back to the Citadel for proper study.
Obviously, this goes beyond mere human interests, Commander. This discovery could affect every species in Council space.
You sound
Are we
worried.
expecting trouble?
I'm always expecting trouble.
There's more, Shepard. Nihilus isn't just here for the beacon.
I'm gonna grab a drink from the fridge.
What's going on, Captain?
The Alliance has been pushing for this for a long time. Humanity wants a larger role in shaping interstellar policy. We want more say with the Citadel Council. The Spectres represent the Council's power and authority. If they accept a human into their ranks, it shows how far the Alliance has come.
You held off an enemy assault during the Blitz single-handed. You showed not only courage, but also incredible skill. That's why I put your name forward as a candidate for the Spectres.
Why would a Turian want a human in the Spectres?
Not all Turians resent humanity. Some of us see the potential of your species. We see what you have to offer to the rest of the galaxy, and to the Spectres. We are an elite group. It's rare to find an individual with the skills we seek. I don't care that you're human, Shepard. I only care that you can do the job.
What's
Just
the
tell
next
me what
step
I have
then?
to do.
I need to see your skills for myself, Commander. Eden Prime will be the first of several missions together.
You'll be in charge of the ground team. Secure the beacon and get it onto the ship ASAP. Nihilus will accompany you to observe the mission.
I'd like to know more about Eden Prime before we touch down.
It's a peaceful farming world, but it represents something much bigger. Eden Prime is one of our oldest and most successful colonies. It proved we were ready to face the challenges of settling new worlds, to forge a place for humanity beyond Earth. It symbolizes humanity's growth and evolution as a spacefaring species. And after this, it will be known as the world where humans made a discovery of galactic importance.
Why is this beacon so important?
All advanced galactic civilization is based on Prothean technology. Even yours.
If we hadn't discovered those Prothean ruins buried on Mars, we'd still be stuck on Earth. That was just a small data cache. Who knows what we can learn from this beacon? What if it's a weapons archive? We can't let it fall into the wrong hands.
Like
Wrong hands?
The Attican Traverse isn't the most stable sector of Citadel space. There are plenty of raiders and criminal groups active in the region. They might figure a Prothean beacon is worth the risk of attacking an Alliance ship. Plus, Eden Prime is right on the border of the Terminus systems.
The Attican Traverse is under Citadel protection. If the Terminus systems attack, it's an act of war.
Technically, yes. But some of the species in the Terminus might be willing to start a war over this.
The last thing the Council wants is to get dragged into a major conflict with the Terminus systems. We have to keep this low-key.
Just give the word, Captain.
I'm ready.
We should be getting close to Eden.
Captain, we got a problem.
What's wrong, Joker?
Transmission from Eden Prime, sir. You better see this.
Bring it up on screen.
Get down!
We are under attack, taking heavy casualties. I repeat, heavy casualties. We can't get evac. They came out of nowhere. We need...
Everything cuts out after that. No comm traffic at all. Just goes dead. There's nothing.
Reverse and hold at 38.5. Status report.
17 minutes out, Captain. No other Alliance ships in the area.
Take us in, Joker, fast and quiet. This mission just got a lot more complicated.
A small strike team can move quickly, without drawing attention. It's our best chance to secure the beacon.
Grab your gear and meet us in the cargo hold. Tell Alenko and Jenkins to suit up, Commander. You're going in.
Are you guys ready to go into that mess?
Somebody was doing some
In the
serious
chat?
digging here, Captain.
Your team's the muscle in this operation, Commander. Go in heavy and head straight for the dig site.
What about survivors, Captain?
Helping survivors is a secondary objective. The beacon's your top priority.
Approaching drop point 1.
Nihilus, you're coming with us?
I move faster on my own.
Nihilus will scout out ahead. He'll feed you status reports throughout the mission. Otherwise, I want radio silence.
Understood,
Ready
Captain.
and able, sir.
The mission's yours now, Shepard. Good luck.
We are approaching drop point 2.
Hey, hey, Dark Bat of the Night. How's it going?
Ship perimeter secure, Commander.
Well, well, Dark, if you are a Game Pass Ultimate subscriber, this game is in Game Pass now, because it went into EA Play, which is a part of Game Pass on Xbox, so you can download and play it for free at this point if you're subscribed to that service. Hence why I'm playing it now, as I imagine probably why Electrifying Gaming is playing it as well on stream right now too. So, time bar from right over this. Yeah, that seems to be alright.
What the hell are those?
Gas bags. Don't worry, they're harmless. Oh God, what happened here?
Here's the weapon wheel. I have it on PC, so I'm good. Thanks, though. No problem, my friend. So much for Jenkins.
right through his shields. Never had a chance.
We'll see that he receives a proper service once the mission is complete. But I need you to stay focused.
Aye, aye, sir.
This way.
Over there.
I've got some burned out buildings here, Shepard. A lot of bodies. I'm gonna check it out. I'll try to catch up with you at the dig site.
Spectres are agents from the Office of Special Tactics and Reconnaissance, and answer only to the Citadel Council.
Someone has to die first.
Granted the authority to deal with threats to peace and stability in whatever way they deem necessary. They operate independently or in groups of...
And with a name like Jenkins, you know that you're expendable.
Resolving disputes through diplomacy. Others are cold-blooded assassins, ruthlessly dispatching problem individuals. All get the job done one way or another, often operating outside the bounds of galactic law. The Spectres were founded after the Solarians joined the Council. For many years they operated in secrecy as backroom problem solvers. Only after the Krogan rebellions did their activities become publicized. Assignment of a Spectre is less contentious than a military deployment, but makes it clear that the Council is concerned about a situation. The Terminus systems are located on the far side of the Attican Traverse, beyond the space administered by the Citadel Council or claimed by the Human Systems Alliance. It is populated by a loose affiliation of minor species, united only in their refusal to acknowledge the political authority of the Council or adhere to the Citadel Conventions. Their independence comes at a price. The Terminus is fraught with conflict. War among the various species is common, as governments and dictators constantly rise and fall.
Yeah, yes he did, so he returned home to die.
Particularly piracy and the slave trade. At least once a year, a fleet from the Terminus invades the nearby Attican Traverse. These attacks are typically small raids against poorly defended colonies. The Council rarely retaliates, as sending patrols into the Terminus systems could unify the disparate species against their common foe, triggering a long and costly war. Kinetic barriers, more commonly called shields, provide protection against most mass accelerator weapons. Whether on a starship or a soldier's suit of armor, the basic principle remains the same. Kinetic barriers are repulsive mass effect fields, projected from tiny emitters. These shields safely deflect small objects traveling at rapid velocities. This affords protection from bullets and other dangerous projectiles, but still allows the user to sit down without knocking away their chair. The shielding afforded by kinetic barriers does not protect against extremes of temperature, toxins, or radiation.
for your help, Commander. I didn't think I was gonna make it. Gunnery Chief Ashley Williams of the 212. You the one in charge here, sir?
Are you
wounded, Williams?
A few scrapes and burns, nothing serious. The others weren't so lucky. Oh man. We were patrolling the perimeter when the attack hit. We tried to get off a distress call, but they cut off our communications. I've been fighting for my life ever since.
Where's the rest of your squad?
We tried to double back to the beacon, but we walked into an ambush. I don't think any of the others... I think I'm the only one left.
This isn't your fault, Williams. You couldn't have done anything to save them.
Yes, sir. We held our position as long as we could, until the Geth overwhelmed us.
The Geth haven't been seen outside the Veil in nearly 200 years. Why are they here now?
They must have come for the beacon. The dig site is close, just over that rise. It might still be there.
You're coming with us, Williams. We need that beacon.
Aye, aye, sir. It's time for payback.
What else do you know about the Geth?
Just what I remember from history class back in school. They're synthetics, non-organic life forms with limited AI programming, created by the Quarians a few centuries ago. They were supposed to be a source of cheap labor, but ended up turning on the Quarians and drove them into exile. Well, after that, they just kind of disappeared behind the Perseus Veil. Nobody's really heard much from them since.
Tell me everything you know about the beacon.
They were doing some digging out here to extend the monorail and expand the colony. A few weeks ago, they unearthed some Prothean ruins, and the beacon. Suddenly, every scientific expert in the colony was interested. That's when they brought us in to secure the site. I don't know much about the beacon itself, but I heard one of the researchers say this could be the biggest scientific discovery of the century.
What happened to the researchers at the dig site?
I don't know. They set up camp near the beacon. The 232 was with them. Maybe their unit fared better than mine.
As far as I'm concerned, with 43 followers, now chat, the goal is still 50 by June. That much is not changing.
Describe what happened leading up to the attack.
We were sent out a couple of nights ago from the main colony to secure the area. Seemed like a routine patrol, until the Geth hit us. We never knew they were coming.
Have you seen a Turian Spectre around here?
There aren't any Turians on Eden Prime. None that I've ever met. Not sure I'd be able to tell if one was a Spectre anyway.
If you saw this guy, you'd know. Carries enough firepower to wipe out a whole platoon. Luckily, he's on our side.
Sorry. Like I said, no Turians.
Move out.
All we can do there. Let's check out.
The Geth are a humanoid race of networked AIs. They were created by the Quarians 300 years ago as tools of labor and war. When the Geth showed signs of self-evolution, the Quarians attempted to exterminate them. The Geth won the resulting war. This example has led to legal, systematic repression of artificial intelligences in galactic society. The Geth possess a unique distributed intelligence. An individual has rudimentary animal instincts, but as their numbers and proximity increase, the apparent intelligence of each individual improves. In groups, they can reason, analyze situations, and use tactics, as well as any organic race. Geth space is located at the trailing end of the Perseus Arm, beyond the lawless Terminus systems. The Perseus Veil, an obscuring dark nebula of opaque gas and dust, lies between their space and the Terminus systems.
Thanks, Chunk, for your vote of confidence. I really appreciate that, man. Like I said, the goal is by my birthday on June 8th, so... In other words, the ultimate goal really is to try to apply for partnership by my 38th birthday, so... But we'll see. As I've kind of alluded to on Twitter, I don't really have any faith in any of that ever happening, so... So how do I crouch again? That's not it. Okay, there we go. Go. Yes, I know I can melee with B, but that wasn't necessary there. So, level up here. There's more codex stuff.
Combat hard suits use a dual-layer system to protect the wearer. The inner layer consists of fabric armor with kinetic padding. Areas that don't need to be flexible, such as the chest or shins, are reinforced with sheets of lightweight, ablative ceramic. The outer layer consists of automatically generated kinetic barriers. Objects traveling above a certain speed will trigger the barrier's reflex system and be deflected, provided there is enough energy left in the shield's power cell. Armored hard suits are sealable to protect the wearer from extremes of temperature and atmosphere.
Affiliate, yeah.
Includes an onboard mini-frame and a communications,
Thanks, Chunk.
navigation, and sensing suite. The mini-frame is designed to accept and display data from a weapon's smart targeting system to make it easier to locate and eliminate enemies.
This is the dig site. The beacon was right here. It must have been moved.
Side or the Geth?
Hard to say. Maybe we'll know more after we check out the research camp.
Any survivors?
Think anyone got out of here alive?
If they were lucky. Maybe hiding up in the camp. It's just on the top of this ridge, up the ramps.
Change of plans, Shepard. There's a small spaceport up ahead. I want to check it out. I'll wait for you there.
Looks like they hit the camp hard.
It's a good place for an ambush. Keep your guard up.
Yeah, it is.
Oh god, they're still alive.
What did the Geth do to them?
Terrible things. What you're gonna do, Chunk, is like, well, what I did was I sent it to K-Dog in her DMs so that she could forward it to the appropriate parties when it came to the picture of do not comply on your arms. I did that this morning before I went to bed, so. Or at least I redid it before I went to bed. I have a second picture which you can't, as K-Dog kindly pointed out, you couldn't hardly read it. Chunk's out on Twitter, so you don't have to worry about that from Chunk, K-Dog. As it turns out, Chunk is the smart one.
That door, it's closed. Security lock's engaged.
Yeah, I can see people through the thing.
Humans. Thank the Maker.
Hurry, close the door before they come back.
Thanks, K-Dog. You're safe now.
Don't worry. We'll protect you.
Thank you. I think we'll be okay now. It looks like everyone's gone.
You're Dr. Warren, the one in charge of the excavation. Do you know what happened to the beacon?
It was moved to the spaceport this morning. Manuel and I stayed behind to help pack up the camp. When the attack came, the Marines held them off long enough for us to hide. They gave their lives to save us.
No one is saved. The age of humanity is ended. Soon, only ruin and corpses will remain.
What else can you tell me about the attack?
It all happened so fast. 1 second we were gathering up our equipment. The next we were hiding in the shed while the Geth swarmed over the camp.
Agents of the destroyers, bringers of darkness, heralds of our extinction.
We could hear the battle outside. Gunfire, screams. I thought it would never end. Then everything went quiet. We just sat there, too afraid to move, until you came along.
Can you tell me anything about the beacon?
It's some type of data module from a galaxy-wide communications network. Remarkably well preserved. It could be the greatest scientific discovery of our lifetime. Miraculous new technologies, groundbreaking medical advances. Who knows what secrets are locked inside?
We have unearthed the heart of evil, awakened the beast, unleashed the darkness.
Manuel, please. This isn't the time.
You're welcome, K-Dog. There were two reasons. One, the only other mod in the chat was Chunk. And two, as far as I'm concerned, you've earned it at this point.
What's wrong with your assistant?
Manuel has a brilliant mind, but he's always been a bit unstable. Genius and madness are two sides of the same coin.
Is it madness to see the future? To see the destruction rushing towards us? To understand there is no escape? No hope? No. I am not mad. I'm the only sane one left.
Gave him an extra dose of his meds after the attack.
What's wrong with your assistant?
Manuel has a brilliant mind, but he's always been a bit unstable. Genius and madness are two sides of the same coin.
Is it madness to see the future? To see the destruction rushing towards us? To understand there is no escape? No hope? No. I am not mad. I'm the only sane one left.
I gave him an extra dose of his meds after the attack.
Did you notice a Turian in the area?
I saw him. The Prophet. Leader of the enemy. He was here before the attack.
That's impossible. Nihilus was with us in the Normandy before the attack. He couldn't have been here.
I'm sorry. Manuel's still a bit unsettled. We haven't seen your Turian. We've been hiding in here since the attack.
Williams, take us to the spaceport.
You can't stop it. Nobody can stop it. Night is falling. The darkness of eternity.
Hush, Manuel. Go lie down. You'll feel better once the medication kicks in.
Alright, let's get going to the spaceport then. Anything in here? Here's a bunch of things here. Let's see. There's some codex stuff. Equipment. This one does more damage. This one also does more damage. This one's got better shields, but worse protection. Same thing. What's going on with the codex now?
After the Geth secure a location, they round up and impale dead and living bodies on mechanical spikes. The spikes rapidly transform these victims into withered husks, extracting water and trace minerals, and replacing them with cybernetics. The cybernetics reanimate the lifeless flesh and tissue, transforming the bodies into mindless killing machines. Some Alliance soldiers refer to the husk-generating spikes as dragon's teeth, a reference to the mythological berserkers who sprang up from the earth wherever the teeth of the dragon Eris were planted. Dragon's teeth and husks bear little resemblance to other pieces of Geth technology. No one is sure why a synthetic race would bother to drain the minuscule amount of recoverable resources from organic corpses, though the value of reusing them as shock troops is obvious.
Sounds good, Chunk. Let's see now. Cutscene, alright.
Saren. Nihilus. This isn't your mission, Saren. What are you doing here?
The Council thought you could use some help on this one.
I wasn't expecting to find the Geth here. The situation's bad.
Don't worry. I've got it under control.
What is that? Off in the distance.
Whoops. Alright, it looks like we got him.
Smells like smoke and death.
Everybody stay calm out there. We're coming out, we're not armed.
Is it safe? Are they gone?
They're gone.
Those things were crawling all around the shed. They would have found us for sure. We owe you our lives.
I still can't believe it. When we saw that ship, I thought it was all over.
It showed up right before the attack. Knew it was trouble the second I saw it, so we made a break for the sheds.
Tell me everything you remember about the attack.
The three of us were working the crops when that ship showed up. We just saw it and ran. I don't know what happened to the rest of the crew.
They were by the garage, over near the spaceport, right where that ship came down. No way they survived.
You don't know that. We survived. If they made it to the garage, they could have had a fighting chance.
What else can you tell me about the ship you saw?
I was too busy running to get a clear look at it. I think it landed over near the spaceport.
Tell them about the noise, Cole. That awful noise.
It was emitting some kind of signal as it descended. It sounded like the shriek of the damned. Only it was coming from inside your own head.
Do you know anything about the Prothean beacon they dug up?
We're just farmers. We heard they found something out there, but it never really mattered to us. Not until now.
I have to go.
Hey, Cole, we're just a bunch of farmers. These guys are soldiers. Maybe we should give them the stuff.
Jeez, Blake, you gotta learn when to shut up.
You have something to tell me, Cole?
Some guys at the spaceport were running a small smuggling ring, nothing major. In exchange for a cut of the profits, we let them store packages in our sheds.
You're breaking the law, Cole.
We're not hurting anybody. Hell, most of the time I don't even know what's in the packages. Just thought there might be something we could use. I found a pistol. Figured it would come in handy if those things came back. But you'll probably get more use out of it than we will.
We're risking our lives to save this colony. You sure there's nothing else in here that could help us out?
Yeah, there's one more thing. I was gonna sell it after this was over, but you probably deserve it more than I do.
Who's your contact at the spaceport, Cole? What's his name?
He's not a bad guy. I don't want to get him in trouble. Besides, I'm not a snitch.
I have to go.
Good luck.
I will be back in just a second. I need to check on something and I'll be right back with you guys here. Was just checking to see if the water was running again, because the landlord turned the water off earlier, a couple hours ago when I saw it, and told no one anything. So I had to rinse out my pot and also flush the toilet from earlier, so I love when my landlord does that and doesn't say jack shit that he's doing anything with the pipes, which he normally tells people things. But for whatever reason this time he said nothing.
Something's moving over behind those crates.
Wait, don't shoot. I'm one of you. I'm human.
What are you doing sneaking around back there?
I'm sorry, I was hiding from those creatures. My name's Powell. I saw what happened to that Turian. The other one shot him.
What the hell are you talking about?
There were 2 Turians here. Your friend and another one he called Saren. I think they knew each other. Your friend seemed to relax. He let his guard down. And Saren killed him. Shot him right in the back. I'm just lucky he didn't see me behind the crates.
Yeah. Yeah, they can be. Most of the time, mine actually, outside of this time, usually tells you that, hey, this is going to be happening, like, on this date, so just be aware of it. Then, like, the morning of, he'll, like, slip a note under your door saying, between these times, don't do this. For example, like, don't turn on the water between these times today. This time, no notice at all. Woke up, turned on the faucet, nothing was happening. Shit. And then I had to go to the bathroom earlier and then forgot all about the water thing at that point. But it is what it is.
We were told a Prothean beacon was brought to the spaceport. What happened to it?
It's over on the other platform. Probably where that guy Saren was headed. He hopped on the cargo train right after he killed your friend. I knew that beacon was trouble. Everything's gone to hell since we found it. First that damn mothership showed up, then the attack. They killed everyone. Everyone. If I hadn't been behind the crates, I'd be dead too.
How come you're the only one who survived? Why didn't anyone else try to hide behind the crates?
They never had a chance. I was already behind the crates when the attack started.
Wait a minute. You were hiding behind the crates before the attack?
Sometimes I need a nap to get through my shift. I sneak off behind the crates to grab 40 winks where the supervisor can't find me.
You survived because you're lazy?
Tough break for you,
If you hadn't
jackass.
snuck off for that nap, you'd probably be dead just like all the others.
Yeah, I guess. I don't really want to think about it.
We need to find that beacon before it's too late.
Take the cargo train. That's where the other Turian went. I can't stay here. I need to get away from all this.
That's not what I wanted. I was hoping that I'd see the explosion during the cutscene.
Destroy the entire colony. Leave no evidence that we were here.
I accidentally put a bomb on the console. I was trying to put my gun away. Well, the thing's gone.
Demolition charges. The Geth must have planted them.
Hurry! We need to find them all and shut them down.
Yep. There's one. Move. Oh, excuse me. Is there one over here? No. Alright. We gotta get these before the colony goes boom. There's all the things. Look out, Ash. I'm just curious, how many of you in the chat have played all the way through the Mass Effect series previously? Regardless if that's on PC or Xbox 360 or all the way through the Legendary Collection here. And if so, what's your favorite character or part of the saga? Because since I'm playing Mass Effect, we might as well talk about the series. Okay, there's nothing over here then. Alright, cool.
Normandy, the beacon is secure.
This is
Request
amazing.
immediate
Actual working Prothean technology. Unbelievable.
It wasn't doing anything like that when they dug it up. Something must have activated it.
Roger, Normandy. Standing by.
Fair enough, Dark. I've played through Andromeda twice. Once on PlayStation and once on Xbox. It's not really worth your time.
No, don't touch it. Too dangerous.
I think the best part about Andromeda is probably the nude scenes in it. That's about it. And that's not saying much, because there aren't really any memorable characters from it. Javik and Rex. That's fair. So, here's another question about your experience with Mass Effect. Who is your preferred romance partner in the Mass Effect series, Dark?
The Normandy, a human alliance vessel. It was under the command of Captain Anderson. They managed to save the colony.
And the beacon.
One of the humans may have used it.
This human must be eliminated.
I hope y'all in the chat like cleavage.
Doctor Chakwas, I think he's waking up.
You had us worried there, Shepard. How are you feeling?
How did I end up here? How long was I out?
About 15 hours. Something happened down there with the beacon, I think.
It's my fault. I must have triggered some kind of security field when I approached it. You had to push me out of the way.
You had no way to know what would happen.
Actually, we don't even know if that's what set it off. Unfortunately, we'll never get the chance to find out.
The beacon exploded. A system overload, maybe. The blast knocked you cold. The lieutenant and I carried you back here to the ship.
I appreciate it.
Physically, you're fine. But I detected some unusual brain activity. Abnormal beta waves. I also noticed an increase in your rapid eye movement.
Gonna leave the stream
Signs typically associated with intense
running,
screaming.
but I gotta hop off for a bit. Alright, sounds good, Chunk. Now I'm absolutely glad that I made you a mod, K-Dog, because now you're the only mod in the chat.
I saw... I'm not sure what I saw. Death? Destruction? Nothing's really clear.
I better add this to my report. It may... Oh, Captain Anderson.
How's our XO holding up, Doctor?
Well, all the readings look normal. I'd say the commander's going to be fine.
Glad to hear it. Shepard, I need to speak with you. In private.
Aye, Captain. I'll be in the mess if you need me.
Oh dear. The captain wants us to talk to him in private. This is interesting.
Are you sure you're okay?
I feel bad about Jenkins,
I don't
Captain.
like soldiers dying under my command.
Jenkins wasn't your fault. You did a good job, Shepard.
Why is Williams
Chief
here?
Williams isn't part of the Normandy crew.
I figured we could use a soldier like her. She's been reassigned to the Normandy.
Fair enough. I'm usually on the fence between most of the time. If we're talking about just Mass Effect 1 romance options, on the fence between Ashley and Liara. Mass Effect 2, for me, on the fence to a degree, but very limited degree, I should say, between Miranda and Talizora. But then again, I usually play as a male character. I have played as one female character, and I believe I had her romance Jacob Taylor from Mass Effect 2, so take that for what it's worth.
Williams is a good soldier. She deserves it.
Lieutenant Alenko agrees with you. That's why I added her to our crew.
You wanted to talk in private, Captain?
You said you needed to see me in private, Captain?
I won't lie to you, Shepard. Things look bad.
Massive vow with Jacob.
The beacon was destroyed and Gether invading. The Council's gone.
What do you have against Jacob there, Dark Bad of Night?
I didn't do anything wrong, Captain. Hopefully the Council can see that.
I'll stand behind you and your report, Shepard. You're a damned hero in my books. That's not why I'm here. It's Saren, that other Turian. Saren's a Spectre, one of the best, a living legend. But if he's working with the Gith, it means he's gone rogue. A rogue Spectre's trouble. Saren's dangerous.
I will say this, as male Shepard, it's usually quite hard to ignore the perfect bod of Miranda. ME3, he ends up with someone else and she's pregnant with his child. Yeah. I'm well aware of that. Ah, so that's what you have against him. Fair enough. Hates humans?
He thinks we're growing too fast, taking over the galaxy. A lot of aliens think that way. Most of them don't do anything about it. But Saren has allied himself with the Geth. I don't know how, I don't know why. I only know it had something to do with that beacon. You were there just before that beacon self-destructed. Did you see anything? Any clue that might tell us what Saren was after?
Not sure.
Just before I lost consciousness, I had some kind of vision.
A vision? A vision of what?
A
saw
warning?
Synthetics. Geth, maybe. Slaughtering people. Butchering them.
We need to report this to the Council, Shepard.
What will we say? That I had a bad dream?
I had a bad dream?
We don't know what information was stored in that beacon. Lost Prothean technology? Blueprints for some ancient weapon of mass destruction? Whatever it was. Saren took it. But I know Saren. I know his reputation is politics. He believes humans are a blight on the galaxy. This attack was an act of war. He has the secrets from the beacon. He has an army of Geth at his command, and he won't stop until he's wiped humanity from the face of the galaxy.
Fair enough, Dark. Trying to think of who would be my perfect romance from the Mass Effect series.
I'll find some way to take him down.
It's not that easy. He's a Spectre. He can go anywhere, do almost anything. That's why we need the Council on our side.
I suppose the ideal character for the Mass Effect series for love interest for me probably would be Tali'Zorah's personality. I guess in Miranda's body at that point.
We prove Saren's gone rogue, and the Council will revoke his Spectre status.
I'll contact the ambassador and see if he can
So
get us an
the ideal
audience with
one
the
for
Council.
me doesn't really
They
exist.
want to see us as soon as we reach the Citadel. We should be getting close. Head up to the bridge and tell Joker to bring us into dock.
Hey, Commander.
Hey,
I'm glad
hey
you're
Ash.
okay, Commander. The crew could use some good news after what happened to Jenkins.
He'll be
Jenkins
missed.
was a valuable part of this crew.
Part of me feels guilty over what happened. If Jenkins was still alive, I might not be here.
You're a good soldier, Williams. You belong on the Normandy.
Thanks, Commander. That means a lot from you. I've never met anyone who was awarded the Star of Terra.
There's nothing special about me, Williams. Anyone would have done the same.
Held off an entire enemy platoon? Alone? With all due respect, Commander, I think you've got somebody watching over you.
Things were pretty rough down there. Are you okay?
I've seen friends die before. Comes with being a Marine. But to see my whole unit wiped out, and you never get used to seeing dead civilians. But things would have been a lot worse if you hadn't shown up.
We couldn't have done it without you, Williams.
Thanks, Commander. I have to admit, I was a little worried about being assigned to the Normandy. It's nice when someone makes you feel welcome.
I think you're gonna fit in here just fine, Williams.
Thanks, Commander.
If you play through the trilogy, so you're conflicted on who you pick, I gather. Most of the time, yeah. Because for me, it kind of stems from like what appeals to me and the opposite sex in general. There's the obvious good looks, but what is most important to me is personality, first and foremost. Great looks are just an added bonus to me. So, like I said, personality-wise, it's either gonna be Liara or Tali. And then in looks-wise, it's either... No, it's basically just Miranda based on just looks.
I'm glad you're okay, Commander. Losing Jenkins was hard enough on the crew.
Okay, so we got journal entry to get to speak with Joker. Alright. Codex, we got some business to attend to here.
The Citadel is an ancient deep space station, presumably constructed by the Protheans.
Yeah.
Since the Prothean extinction, numerous species have come to call the Citadel home. It serves as the political, cultural, and financial capital of the galactic community. To represent their interests, most species maintain embassies on the Presidium, the Citadel's inner ring. The Citadel Tower in the center of the Presidium holds the Citadel Council chambers. Council affairs often have far-reaching effects on the rest of the galactic community. 5 arms, known as the Wards, extend from the Presidium. Their inner surfaces have been built into cities, populated by millions of inhabitants from across the galaxy. The Citadel is virtually indestructible. If attacked, the station can close its arms to form a solid, impregnable shell. For as long as the station has existed, an enigmatic race called the Keepers has maintained it.
The Citadel has an impregnable shell. Well, eventually in Mass Effect 1, it gets impregnated by Sovereign. Which kind of gives new meaning to that cutscene now, doesn't it? I think at the end of this
Good
game.
timing, Commander. I was just about to bring us into the Citadel. See that taxpayer money at work.
Yeah. When it comes to conflicted, yeah, pretty much. Because on the one hand, I feel like Ashley is like the default choice for like first time playthroughs for most people if you're playing as male shepherd. And then like if you're like just there because you want to sleep with a hot alien chick, there's Liara to Sony.
Why so touchy, Joker?
But the real hardcore Mass Effect fans dig deeper to find all the other characters from the later games.
Citadel Control, this is SSV Normandy, requesting permission to land.
Stand by for clearance, Normandy.
Like for the female, for the femsheps out there, there's Garrus, who apparently is like one of the top picks, apparently.
Normandy, this is Alliance Tower. Please proceed
for the female shepherds. But that usually doesn't come about till Mass Effect 2, so when you can romance Garrus if you're playing as a female.
This is an outrage! The Council would step in if the Geth attacked a Turian colony?
The Turians don't found colonies on the borders of the Terminus systems, Ambassador.
I will say this, Dark. I do intend to play through the trilogy on stream here at this point on the channel.
You don't get to make demands of a council, Ambassador.
So with that in mind, I guess in the playthrough I guess you can take it as I will definitively answer the question. I guess is how you should take it on who I would pick then, based on me playing through this on streams.
In case you had any questions.
In the end, so.
Reports. I assume they're accurate?
They are. Sounds like you convinced the Council to give us an audience.
They were not happy about it. Saren's their top agent. They don't like him being accused of treason.
Saren's a threat to every human colony out there. If they don't stop him, I will.
Settle down, Commander. You've already done more than enough to jeopardize your candidacy for the Spectres. The mission on Eden Prime was a chance to prove you could get the job done.
Yeah.
Instead, Nihilus ended up dead and the beacon was destroyed.
That's Saren's fault, not his.
Then we better hope the CSEC investigation turns up evidence to support our accusations. Otherwise, the Council might use this as an excuse to keep you out of the Spectres. Come with me, Captain. I want to go over a few things before the hearing. Shepard, you and the others can meet us at the Citadel Tower, top level. I'll make sure you have clearance to get in.
And that's why I hate politicians.
I don't like politicians either, Ash. I agree with you on that. What else were you expecting me to do in a politician's office other than hack their terminal to try to get information? Probably end up romancing Samara or Jack in my mail ship playthrough. Yeah, I've played as a lot of different males throughout playing through the Mass Effect trilogy on the 360, and I've experimented with basically every romance option that I probably could just to see like who actually is decent, and I suppose I probably will consider putting together a top 10 list or something of romance options in the Mass Effect series for the Druid Games podcast at some point on YouTube. Actually, that's not a half bad idea. I might start putting one of those together for next week. We'll see what happens. Because Jack and Samara would definitely be in that list somewhere.
Welcome to the Presidium. Allow me to be your guide. Greetings and welcome to the Presidium. My name is Avina, and I am pleased to be your virtual guide throughout this level of the Citadel space station.
What does that mean?
I am a fully interactive virtual intelligence, programmed to provide spontaneous guidance at predetermined locations of interest throughout this level of the Citadel. I may also be contacted through any of the Presidium VI terminals, should you require assistance.
I'll pass.
I apologize if you found my service unsatisfactory. Please submit any
No,
complaints in writing to the Citadel Tourist and Visitor.
No. I found it satisfactory. I just don't need your help. But I was gonna say something here. Trying to remember what the hell it was. Oh yeah, about Ashley. If you choose to romance Ashley at first in Mass Effect 1, there is an out with her. It's the mission to Vermeer, in which you have to choose between Kaidan or Ash. If you romance her, if you choose to save Kaidan, you're effectively free to go fuck or fondle any other character in the series at that point, without any reservations at that point. If you have second thoughts about Ashley.
Saren's hiding something. Give me more time. Stall them.
Stall the council? Don't be ridiculous. Your investigation is over, Garrus.
Commander Shepard, Garrus Vicarian. I was the officer in charge of the CSEC investigation into Saren.
We were just talking about you. And who was that?
That was Executor Palin, head of Citadel Security, my boss. He'll be presenting my findings on Saren to the Council.
Sounds like you really want to bring him down.
I don't trust him. Something about him rubs me the wrong way. But he's a Spectre. Everything he touches is classified. I can't find any hard evidence.
I think the Council's ready for us, Commander.
Good luck, Shepard. Maybe they'll listen to you.
Hopefully. But I doubt it.
Don't be ridiculous. The Volus won't be joining the Council for years.
I'm not so sure.
I just realized something. I hadn't done a manual save yet.
The hearing's already started. Come on.
The Geth attack is a matter of some concern, but there is nothing to indicate Saren was involved in any way.
The investigation by Citadel Security turned up no evidence to support your charge of treason.
An eyewitness saw him kill Nihilus in cold blood.
We've read the Eden Prime reports, Ambassador. The testimony of one traumatized dock worker is hardly compelling proof.
I resent these accusations. Nihilus was a fellow Spectre.
They're only throwing that evidence out because it was witnessed by a human.
Anderson, you always seem to be involved when humanity makes false charges against me. And this must be your protege, Commander Shepard, the one who let the beacon get destroyed.
How'd you get involved?
The mission to Eden Prime was top secret. The only way you could know about the beacon was if you were there.
With Nihilus gone, his files passed on to me. I read the Eden Prime report. I was unimpressed. But what can you expect from a human?
You don't want to make a big decision without saving D8. Yeah, pretty much.
Saren despises humanity. That's why he attacked Eden Prime.
Your species needs to learn its place, Shepard. You're not ready to join the Council. You're not even ready to join the Spectres.
He has no right to say that. That's not his decision.
Shepard's admission into the Spectres is not the purpose of this meeting.
This meeting has no purpose. The humans are wasting your time, Counselor, and mine.
Saren's hiding behind his position as a Spectre. You need to open your eyes.
What we need is evidence. So far, we've seen nothing.
There is still one outstanding issue. Commander Shepard's vision. It may have been triggered by the beacon.
Are we allowing dreams into evidence now? How can I defend my innocence against this kind of testimony?
I agree. Our judgment must be based on facts and evidence, not wild imaginings and reckless speculation.
Do you have anything else to add, Commander Shepard?
No.
You've made your decision. I won't waste my breath.
The Council has found no evidence of any connection between Saren and the Geth. Ambassador, your petition to have him disbarred from the Spectres is denied.
I'm glad to see justice was served.
This meeting is adjourned.
It was a mistake bringing you
I
into
hate that
the
council, but I always save them like the goody little two shoes that I am.
He's working with the Geth for one reason, to exterminate the entire human race. Every colony we have is at risk.
I'll say
Every
why I
world we
was
control is in
laughing
danger.
like that
Even Earth isn't
right
safe.
after the cutscene.
Tell me about this history between you and Saren.
I worked with him on a mission a long time ago. Things went bad. Real bad. We shouldn't talk about this here. But I know what he's like. And he has to be stopped.
What's our next step?
As a Spectre, he's virtually untouchable. We need to find some way to expose him.
What about Garrus, that CSEC investigator? We saw him arguing with the Executor.
That's right. He was asking for more time to finish his report. Seems like he was close to finding something on Saren.
Any idea where we could find him?
I have a contact in CSEC who can help us track Garrus down. His name is Harkin.
Forget it. They suspended Harkin last month, drinking on the job. I won't waste my time with that loser.
You won't have to. I don't want the Council using your past history with Saren as an excuse to ignore anything we turn up. Shepard will handle this.
You can't just cut Captain Anderson out of this investigation.
The ambassador's right. I need to step aside.
I need to take care of some business. Captain, meet me in my office later.
Harkin's probably getting drunk at Cora's Den. It's a dingy little club in the lower section of the wards.
Maybe there's another way to find evidence against Saren.
You should talk to Barla Vaughn over in the financial district. Rumor has it he's an agent for the Shadow Broker.
The Shadow Broker?
An information dealer. Buys and sells secrets to the highest bidder. I've heard Barla Vaughn's one of the top representatives. He might know something about Saren, but his information won't come cheap.
I should go.
Good luck, Shepard. I'll be over in the ambassador's office if you need anything else.
Alright, so, like I was gonna say, to why I was laughing at what you said, Dark. My first playthrough, I wound up choosing to not save the console because of the idiots that they acted like throughout the game. Second playthrough, I would constantly hang up on them, but I wound up saving them in the end. Because on the first playthrough, I did the opposite one, so your first playthrough in a game is generally your raw emotions of the characters within that game. So, for me, my first emotion was, fuck them. Let the console die, I don't care. They're a bunch of idiots anyway. Time is it? 6:47. Alright. Yeah, it's about 10 to 7, so I think once we get to finding Tali.
Those were Saren's men.
Yeah, once we find Tali. Well, that's a hell of a greeting in here. That's a greeting that we can live with. So while we're distracted by that booty, like I was saying before we got completely hypnotized there. What was I saying? Oh yeah. Once we find Tali Zora, I'm gonna call it a stream for this for tonight, but I will be back on later after I eat. A little while later, so depending on what time it is when we finally find Tali and get done staring at this, I will probably play a little something else tonight, because I did promise like older games tonight in my tweet, so let me know what from the Xbox 360 you guys want me to play. Hopefully I have it installed at that point.
Back off, Rex. Fisk told us to take you down if you showed up. What are you waiting for? I'm standing right here.
For me to play of the older stuff for you guys. After I have dinner and whatnot.
It's not coming out, Rex. End of story. This story is just beginning. Out of my way, humans. I have no quarrel with you.
What was that all about?
Who knows? Let's just try not to get caught in the middle.
Harkin is who we're looking for here. There he is.
Alliance military. I could have been a Marine, you know. Instead, I joined the goddamn Citadel security. Biggest mistake of my life.
Harkin, right? I was told you could help me find someone. A Turian C-Sec officer named Garrus.
Garrus? You must be one of Captain Anderson's crew. Poor bastard, still trying to bring Saren down, eh? I know where Garrus is. You gotta tell me something first. Did the captain let you in on his big secret?
I just need to know where Garrus is.
But it's all related, don't you see? The captain used to be a Spectre. Didn't know that, did you? It was all very hush-hush. The first human ever given that honor, and then he blew it. Screwed up his mission so bad they kicked him out. Of course, he blames Saren. Says the Turians set him up.
That's not why I'm here.
Garrus was sniffing around Dr. Michelle's office. She runs the med clinic on the other side of the wards. Last I heard, he was going back there.
I'm out of here.
Yeah, good. Go. Let me drink in peace.
Idiot.
Why didn't Captain Anderson tell us he used to be a Spectre?
Maybe it's not true. Harkin's an ass. Bet he's just messing with our heads.
Is that really... What? You're Commander Shepard, the hero of Eden Prime. I am so honored to meet you.
Welcome back, Chunk. Like I was saying while you were gone, we're gonna find Tally, and as soon as we do that, I'll call it an episode of playing this on the channel. And I will be back after I eat, about an hour or two after I call this a stream. But as I was saying, I'm open for you guys in the chat. What do you guys want to see me trying to play from the Xbox 360? Because I did promise like an older game tonight. We got BioShock. Hopefully you guys will pick something that I have installed on the system. There's Borderlands 2. There's Fable there's Fable Anniversary. Or if you guys want to see me playing just more of this, I'm fine with that too.
Nice
Pleasure's
to meet
on
you.
my pal.
And you are? My name is Conrad. Conrad Werner. They say you killed more than 100 Geth on Eden Prime.
I spend most of the time trying to stay alive and help the colonists.
Hey, I know you're probably busy, but do you have time for a quick autograph?
Anything for a fan. Here.
Thanks. I really appreciate it. My wife is going to be so impressed. I'll let you get back to work. But next time you're on Earth, I'd love to buy you a drink. Thanks again.
I don't think you bought this here. I don't sell this mod.
I know it was you. I remember your face.
Really, that's
I'll play some, if you have it on PlayStation. Keeping in mind, Chunk, that my PlayStation won't stream on this channel for whatever fucking reason. It's still connected to the old Twitch channel of Drudat Games. So that's why if I do anything on PlayStation, that would be on YouTube. So it's largely just, well, Not largely, it's going to be Xbox stuff on here. Yeah. So otherwise, I would do PlayStation on Twitch, but seeing as how I don't have a way to tweet out anything from the old channel, because what happened with that was this. My old phone died completely, not functional, would not work anymore, so I had to get a new one. That's this one here. Because of that, my old phone's phone number was tied to the old Twitch channel of Drewdat Games, spelled exactly the same way with the same old logo that the YouTube channel used to have, but the same name as the YouTube channel. Word for word and spelling and everything. But because of that, because of two-factor authentication on Twitch was turned on, Twitch is never and still has never sent the access code to this phone for me to access the original Twitch channel. That is still active on YouTube, it's just that I don't upload on it because the only thing connected to it anymore is the PS4 Pro. Yeah, so if I do anything PlayStation related with you, that'll be on YouTube, and when that time comes, Chunk, I will tell you about it on Discord beforehand. And if you want to do something on PlayStation on stream, we're going to have to plan that out. Otherwise, Saturday I'm up for doing something like that on PlayStation with you. But we'll have to talk about it first, so we can figure out the timing for it. But as for tonight goes, BL2. Oh, Borderlands 2. Yeah, I do have the Handsome Jack collection on PlayStation, so that would be an option on YouTube on Saturday, if you want. You're snowed in at the moment and not busy? Yeah, sure. We can plan to do something like that on Saturday on YouTube. Where the fuck is my listing for shit? Yeah, and then after that I'll be live on Twitch on Saturday after that I'll be here doing my usual thing with Skyrim after that then, so. But yeah, we can talk about what time we'll do that on Discord and whatnot on Saturday.
Commander Shepard? I'm Emily Wong. I'm an investigative journalist working here on the Citadel. Could I have a moment of your time?
Sure, considering everyone wants some of my time at this point.
Organized crime on the Citadel, but there are places I can't go. I was hoping you might share anything you find during your own investigation. I can make it worth your time.
Sounds like a
Sure.
good cause. If I find any information, it's yours.
Thank you, Commander. You won't regret it.
I didn't tell anyone, I swear.
That was smart, Doc. Now if Garrus comes around, you stay smart. Keep your mouth shut or we'll... Who are you?
Electrifying Gaming is back on playing this. Coward.
Perfect timing, Shepard. Gave me a clear shot at that bastard.
That was a
What were
big
you
risk.
thinking? You could have hit the hostage.
There wasn't time to think. I just reacted. I didn't mean to... Dr. Michelle, are you hurt?
No, I'm okay. Thanks to you. All of you.
Who are those
Why were
guys?
they threatening you? Who do they work for?
They work for Feast. They wanted to shut me up, keep me from telling Garrus about the Quarian.
What Quarian?
A few days ago, a Quarian came by my office. She'd been shot, but she wouldn't tell me who did it. I could tell she was scared, probably on the run. She asked me about the Shadow Broker. She wanted to trade information in exchange for a safe place to hide.
Where is she now?
I put her in contact with Fist. He's an agent for the Shadow Broker.
Not anymore. Now he works for Saren. And the Shadow Broker isn't too happy about it.
Fist betrayed the Shadow Broker? That's stupid even for him. Saren must have made him quite the offer.
That Quarian must have something Saren wants. Something worth crossing the Shadow Broker to get.
What else can you tell me about the Quarian?
I'm not sure. Like I said, she wanted to trade information for a place to hide. She didn't... Wait a minute. Geth. Her information had something to do with the Geth.
She must be able to link Saren to the Geth. There is no way the Council can ignore this.
Time we paid Fist a visit.
This is your show, Shepard. But I want to bring Saren down as much as you do. I'm coming with you.
Welcome
All
aboard,
right.
Garrus.
You know, we aren't the only ones going after Fist. The Shadow Broker hired a Krogan bounty hunter named Rex to take him out.
Yeah, we saw him in the
There you go, Dark Bat of Night. Rex mentioned for you. We could use him.
A Krogan might come in handy.
Last I heard, he was at the CSEC Academy.
What's he doing there?
Fist accused him of making threats. We brought Rex in for a little talk. If you hurry, you can catch him at the Academy before he leaves.
Yeah, we did see him earlier, at the bar. Well, I should say you saw him. I was staring at the dancer's, booty at the time. I'll look at the codex when I come back to this later. Krogans are the best battle buddies. That's true.
Best place on this ward to buy upgrades.
Good to know. Get off the table, Shepard.
Stop right there. Don't come any closer.
Normally a conversation happens there. I usually don't go pick up Rex before I go in here.
Wait! Don't kill me, I surrender!
Where's the Quarian?
She's not here. I don't know where she is. That's the truth.
He's lying.
You better start explaining before I lose my temper. The Quarian isn't here. Said you'd only deal with the Shadow Broker himself.
Impossible. The Shadow Broker only works through his agents.
Well, you're about to find out,
Nobody is
Dark.
the Shadow Broker, ever. Even I don't know his true identity. But she didn't know that. I told her I'd set a meeting up. But when she shows up, it'll be Saren's men waiting for her. Give me the location, now. Here on the wards, the back alley by the markets. She's supposed to meet them right now. You can make it if you hurry.
Am I supposed to just forget your part in all this?
Hey, I came clean. I told you about the meeting. Besides, I've got my own problems now. The Shadow Broker wants me dead. I have to disappear. Forget about me. I'm a ghost.
We have options here. Let him disappear, let's go, or... What do you guys say in the chat? What do you think Shepard should do here? One to let him disappear. Two to let's go, or 3, kill him. A majority will rule in the chat. Three from Dark. Chunk, any thought? If you're still here. Because so far, all I'm seeing is 1 vote for kill him. Alright, since no one else is saying anything.
Too many people died here, Fist. You don't get to walk away.
That Quarian's dead if we don't go now.
Terrible place to hide, dude.
Shields disabled.
Jackass.
All clear, Commander.
Did you bring it?
Where's the Shadow Broker? Where's Fist?
They'll be here. Where's the evidence?
No way. The deal's off. Fist set me up. I knew I couldn't trust him.
Don't worry about Fist. He got what was coming to him.
Then I guess there are two things I need to thank you for. Who are you?
My name's Shepard. I'm looking for evidence to prove Saren's a traitor.
Then I have a chance to repay you for saving my life. But not here. We need to go somewhere safe.
The ambassador's office. It's safe there. He'll want to see this anyway.
I think I'll end this stream here after talking to Rex for you, Dark.
Firefights in the wards, an all-out assault on Korra's den. Do you know how many?
And then I'll pick the rest of this up
What are you up to,
next
Shepard?
time. Or pick more of it up next time. At that point.
Making your day, Ambassador. She has information linking Saren to the Geth.
Really? Maybe you better start at the beginning, Miss...
My name is Tali. Tali Zora Naraya.
We don't see many Quarians here. Why did you leave the flotilla?
I was on my pilgrimage. My rite of passage
I...
into adulthood.
How soon are we talking, Chunk? Because I also plan to go back live again later on tonight, too. With, like, an older game and whatnot, too. But I can wait to go live, like, after 11 and then stream till, like, 3 o'clock in the morning, too, because I'm going to be up for quite a while. Since I woke up at, like, 2 o'clock this afternoon. So technically I'll be making lunch instead of dinner, but still.
I've never heard of this before.
It is a tradition.
Around 7:30?
When we reach maturity, we leave the ships
Well,
of our parents and our people behind.
By the time I get to Rex, it'll probably be that time anyway, so...
Returning to the flotilla once we
And
have
if
discovered
we have to
something of
wait like
value.
10-20 minutes
this
for
way,
Mara,
we
then
prove ourselves worthy of adulthood.
then I'm fine, because we could raid Mara then.
What kinds
Something
of
of
things do you
value?
look for?
It could be resources like food or fuel, or some type of
And I always love raiding Mara.
or even knowledge that will make life easier.
But then again, I like having the opportunity to raid everybody, so... It doesn't matter if it's Stuff, Mara, Jay, Geeks and Gamers... Especially when Jay's hosting Geeks and Gamers, like the one time that he called me Dr. What's Up instead of Drew Games, which spawned a character that I've done only once on the channel, which is Dr. What's Up, which is the son of Drunk 3PO, because of him calling me the wrong name.
During my travels, I began hearing reports of Geth. Since they drove my people into exile, the Geth have never ventured beyond the Veil. I was curious. I tracked a patrol of Geth to an uncharted world. I waited for one to become separated from its unit. Then I disabled it and removed its memory core.
I thought the Geth fried their memory cores when they died. Some kind of defense mechanism.
How did you manage to preserve the memory core?
My people created the Geth. If you're quick, careful and lucky, small caches of data can sometimes be saved. Most of the core was wiped clean, but I salvaged something from its audio banks.
She signed into PlayStation, so she's probably getting ready. It sounds good, Chunk.
That's Saren's voice. This proves he was involved in the attack.
He
What's
said
the
Eden
conduit?
Prime brought him one step closer to finding the conduit. Any idea what that means?
The conduit must have something to do with the beacon. Maybe it's some kind of Prothean technology. Like a weapon.
Wait, there's more. Saren wasn't working alone.
Eden Prime was a major victory. The beacon has brought us one step closer to finding the conduit.
I think it's almost adorable, Chunk, that you're stalking Mara on the PlayStation Network like that, too.
I don't recognize that other voice, the one talking about Reapers.
I feel like I've heard that name before.
According to the memory core, the Reapers were a hyper-advanced machine race that existed 50,000 years ago. The Reapers hunted the Protheans to total extinction, and then they vanished. At least, that's what the Geth believe.
That's true, Chunk.
Far-fetched.
You are Amara, that word, since I'm on Twitch right now. As much as Jedi Knight Lego is that for Christanova. And as much as I'm that for pretty much everybody, I guess. Including all of you in the chat right now.
The vision
She's
on
right.
Eden Prime. I understand it now. I saw the Protheans being wiped out by the Reapers.
The Geth revere the Reapers as gods, the pinnacle of non-organic life. And they believe Saren knows how to bring the Reapers back.
The Council is just going to love this.
The Reapers are a
I
threat
need
to
to
every
know.
species in Citadel space. We have to tell them.
No matter what they think about the rest of this, those audio files prove Saren's a traitor.
The captain's right. We need to present this to the Council right away.
What about her, the Quarian?
My name is Tali. You saw me in the alley, Commander. You know what I can do. Let me come with you.
I'll take all the help I can get.
Thanks. You won't regret this.
Anderson and I will go ahead to get things ready with the Council. Take a few minutes to collect yourself, then meet us in the tower.
I'll deal with Tali a little later with her abilities and whatnot. Let's head to the tower. Get that done. Go find Rex. Hopefully Mara will be live by that point. Or just about there, because as you guys know, I wait till she is on camera to raid. But then again, I do that with everyone if...
Excuse me, Commander Shepard. Could you spare a moment?
Sorry, I'll be back for you in just a minute. Or on the next stream that I do of this. Because we got important shit to do right now. We have to deal with the Council, find Rex, and raid Mara. In that order. Saving the best of those things for last, obviously.
Not enough data yet.
Fuck. Over here.
Come on.
There you are,
Udina's
Captain.
presenting the Quarians' evidence to the Council.
Eden Prime was a major victory. The beacon has brought us one step closer to finding the conduit.
And one step closer to the return of the Reapers.
You wanted proof? There it is.
This evidence is irrefutable, Ambassador. Saren will be stripped of his Spectre status, and all efforts will be made to bring him in to answer for his crimes.
I recognize the other voice, the one speaking with Saren. Matriarch Benezia.
Who's she?
Matriarchs are powerful Asari who have entered the final stage of their lives. Revered for their wisdom and experience, they serve as guides and mentors to my people. Matriarch Benezia is a powerful biotic, and she had many followers. She will make a formidable ally for Saren.
I'm more interested in the Reapers. What do you know about them?
Only what was extracted from the Geth's memory core. The Reapers were an ancient race of machines that wiped out the Protheans. Then they vanished.
The Geth believe the Reapers are gods, and Saren is the prophet for their return.
We think the conduit is the key to bringing them back. Saren's searching for it. That's why he attacked Eden Prime.
Do we even know what this conduit is?
Saren thinks it can bring back the Reapers. That's bad enough.
Listen to what you're saying. Saren wants to bring back the machines that wiped out all life in the galaxy? Impossible. It has to be. Where did the Reapers go? Why did they vanish? How come we found no trace of their existence? If they were real, we'd have found something.
Council's coming across as Twitter purists at this point. At least to me, anyway.
I tried to warn you about Saren, and you refused to face the truth. Don't make the same mistake again.
This is different. You proved Saren betrayed the Council. We all agree he's using the Geth.
It's no different.
But we don't really know why.
The Reapers are obviously just a myth, Commander. A convenient lie to cover Saren's true purpose. A legend he is using to bend the Geth to his will.
50,000 years ago, the Reapers wiped out all galactic civilization. If Saren finds the conduit, it will happen again.
Saren is a rogue agent on the run for his life. He no longer has the rights or resources of a Spectre. The Council has stripped him of his position.
That is not good enough. You know he's hiding somewhere in the Traverse. Send your fleet in!
A fleet cannot track down one man.
A Citadel fleet could secure the entire region, keep the Geth from attacking any more of our colonies.
Or it could trigger a war with the Terminus systems. We won't be dragged into a galactic confrontation over a few dozen human colonies.
Every time humanity asks for help, you ignore us.
Shepard's right. I'm sick of this council and its anti-human bull.
Ambassador, there is another solution. A way to stop Saren that does not require fleets or armies.
The gasps there.
Humanity is not ready for the responsibilities that come with joining the Spectres.
It was a Turian Spectre who betrayed this council, and it was a human who exposed him. I've earned this.
Commander Shepard, step forward. It is the decision of the Council that you be granted all the powers and privileges of the Special Tactics and Reconnaissance branch of the Citadel.
Spectres are not trained, but chosen. Individuals forged in the fire of service and battle. Those whose actions elevate them above the rank and file.
Spectres are an ideal, a symbol, the embodiment of courage, determination.
determination and self-reliance. They are the right hand of the Council, instruments of our will.
Spectres bear a great burden. They are protectors of galactic peace, both our first and last line of defense. The safety of the galaxy is theirs to uphold.
You are the first human Spectre, Commander. This is a great accomplishment for you and your entire species.
I'm honored, Counselor.
We're sending you into the Traverse after Saren. He's a fugitive from justice, so you are authorized to use any means necessary to apprehend or eliminate him.
Any idea where to find him?
We will forward any relevant files to Ambassador Udina.
This meeting of the Council is adjourned.
Congratulations, Commander.
We've got a lot of work to do, Shepard. You're going to need a ship, a crew, supplies.
You'll get access to special equipment and training now. You should go down to the C-Sec Academy and speak to the Spectre Requisitions Officer.
Anderson, come with me. I'll need your help to set all this up.
I expected your ambassador to be more grateful. He didn't even thank you.
He's got a lot on his mind. Come on.
Right behind you, Commander.
Can level up, I'll do that in a little bit. Because right now, I want to find Rex. And we gotta head to the C-Sec Academy for that. And then it would just be a matter of waiting for Mara to go live at that point. And there he is.
You, human. You the one they call Shepard?
That's me, Commander Shepard.
The name's Rex. The Shadow Broker paid me a lot of money to get rid of Fist. Only you got there first.
Sounds like I did your job for you.
When I get paid to do a job, I finish it. Alone.
I don't like where this is going.
But I didn't finish this job, Shepard. You did. So the payment is yours.
You're going to pay me for getting rid of Fist?
I won't take credit for someone else's work. I transferred the payment into your account. I like the way you handled Fist. Now I hear you're going after Saren. I was thinking I should come along.
We'll take you with us, Rex.
Smart move, Shepard.
There you go, Dark Bad of the Night. Or of Night. That's how the interaction with Rex goes when you don't take him with you to take out Fisk. I thought he'd be upset, to be honest with you. Well, he paid us. He paid us for doing his job for him. Either way, there you have it. So I'll save it. Can't save it near that elevator, it looks like. Let me head back up to the Presidium at this point and see if I can save it at the tower. Well, the way you saw it is the first time that I ever played it, and every time since. So I've never done it the other way, so I've never seen that one. I might try it on a future playthrough on my own, just to see the other way for myself. In comparison. But either way, Oh, okay. There we go. That's saved. Now let me open up a second window, see what's going on Twitch. Don't see Mara yet. So I won't spoil it then. Thanks, Dark. But as it is, let's get all this cleared up while we're waiting for Mara here. So, sorry about that. Yeah, while we're waiting for Mara, we're just gonna
the first species to discover the Citadel. When the Solarians
check out all of
arrived,
this
it was
business.
the Asari who proposed the establishment of the Citadel Council to maintain peace throughout the galaxy. Since then, the Asari have served as the mediators and centrists of the Council. An all-female race, the Asari reproduce through a form of parthenogenesis. They can attune their nervous system to that of another individual of any gender and of any species to reproduce. This capability has led to the unseemly and inaccurate rumors about Asari promiscuity. Asari can live for over 1,000 years, passing through 3 stages of life. In the maiden stage, they wander restlessly, seeking new knowledge and experience. When the matron stage begins, they meld with interesting partners to produce their offspring. This ends when they reach the Matriarch stage, where they assume the roles of leaders and counselors.
Yeah. Jay is live as well. Indeed. Yeah, I get gift subs to channels that I follow, even if I'm asleep and I'm not even watching anyone too dark. So, like, occasionally, like if for example, I got one for Lethal Lightning's channel at one point, but I was asleep. And I woke up to checking Twitch to see if anyone was live to watch any of that while I was making breakfast like one morning, and I saw like the night before that someone had gifted me a gift sub to Lethal Lightning channel. I'm like, well, that was nice, but I was sleeping. So what do you guys want to do? Wait for Mara or just raid Dad right now?
The Citadel, the Solarians are warm-blooded,
or should I say, once I get through this stuff here? Mara's playing Apex.
And move fast.
I have that installed on my Xbox.
Seem sluggish and dull-witted. Unfortunately, their metabolic speed leaves them with a
and as far as I know, that has
span.
crossplay too.
Solarians
So
over the age of 40 are a rarity. The Solarians were responsible for advancing the development of the primitive Krogan species to use as soldiers during the Rachni Wars. They were also behind the creation of the genophage bioweapon the Turians used to quell the Krogan rebellions several centuries later. Solarians are known for their observational capability and non-linear thinking. This manifests as an aptitude for research and espionage. They are constantly experimenting and inventing, and it is generally accepted that they always know more than they are letting on.
I don't see her live yet, so...
The Geth, the Krogan, evolved in a hostile and vicious environment. Until the invention of gunpowder weapons, eaten by predators was still the #1 cause of Krogan fatalities. Afterwards, it was death by gunshot. When the Solarians discovered them, the Krogan were a brutal, primitive species, struggling to survive a self-inflicted nuclear winter. The Solarians culturally uplifted them, teaching them to use and build modern technology, so they could serve as soldiers in the Rachni War. Liberated from the harsh conditions of their homeworld, the quick-breeding Krogan experienced an unprecedented population explosion. They began to colonize nearby worlds. Even though
Fair
these
enough.
worlds were already inhabited, the Krogan rebellions lasted nearly a century, only ending when the Turians unleashed the Genophage, a Solarian-developed bioweapon that crushed all Krogan resistance. The Genophage makes only 1 in 1,000 pregnancies viable, and today the Krogan are a slowly dying breed. Understandably, the Krogan harbor a grudge against all other species, especially the Turians. Driven from their home system by the Geth nearly 3 centuries ago, most Quarians now live aboard the Migrant Fleet, a flotilla of 50,000 vessels ranging in size from passenger shuttles to mobile space stations. Home to 17 million Quarians, the flotilla understandably has scarce resources. Because of this, each Quarian must go on a rite of passage known as the Pilgrimage when they come of age. They leave the fleet and only return once they have found something of value they can bring back to their people. Other species tend to look down on the Quarians for creating the Geth, and for the negative impact their fleet has when it enters a system. This has led to many myths and rumors about the Quarians, including the belief that underneath their clothes and breathing masks, they are actually cybernetic creatures, a combination of organic and synthetic parts.
Correct me if I'm wrong, Chunk, but the other day didn't Mars say that she was gonna try to stream, like, in the afternoon at some point? Well, this is, like, in the evening now, so... I mean, right? She did say that yesterday, didn't she? Or last night, I should say.
The Citadel, the Council, is an executive committee composed of representatives from the Asari Republics, the Turian Hierarchy, and the Solarian Union. Though they have no official power over the independent governments of other species, the Council's decisions carry great weight throughout the galaxy. No single Council race is strong enough to defy the other two, and all have a vested interest in
I did,
compromise
and I swear I
cooperation.
thought that she
Each
said
of the
that
Council
last night.
species has general characteristics associated with the various aspects of governing the galaxy. The Asari are typically seen as diplomats and mediators.
Okay, she usually goes into
The
something
Solarians
like
gather
that.
intelligence
I
and
remember her
information.
saying she'd
The
play
Turians
more
provide the
Resident Evil
bulk of the
2
military
Tuesday.
and peacekeeping forces.
That makes
Any
sense.
species granted an embassy on the Citadel is considered an associate member, bound by the accords of the Citadel Conventions. Associate members may bring issues to the attention of the Council, though they have no input on the decision. The Human Systems Alliance became an associate member of the Citadel in 2165.
Alright, and then these ones.
A virtual intelligence is an advanced form of user interface software. VIs use a variety of methods to simulate natural conversation, including an audio interface and an avatar personality to interact with. Although a VI can provide a convincing emulation of sentience, they are not self-aware, nor can they learn or take independent action. VIs are used as operating systems on commercial and home computers. Minimal VI agents are also available. Agents are compact and specialized. Some serve as personal secretaries, filtering calls and scheduling meetings based on user-defined priorities. Others are advanced search engines, propagating themselves across the extranet to collate user-requested data. Commercial VIs in a variety of stock personalities are available at any software retailer. Boutique firms and hobbyists also build unique VIs to personal specification. Although software emulation of living personalities is illegal, reconstructions of famous historical figures are common. Medigel is a common medicinal salve used by paramedics, EMTs, and military personnel. It combines several useful applications: a local anesthetic, disinfectant, and clotting agent all in one. Once applied, the gel is designed to grip tight to flesh until subjected to a frequency of ultrasound. It is sealable against liquids, most notably blood, as well as contaminants and gases. The gel is a genetically engineered bioplasm created by the CERTA Foundation, a medical technology megacorp based on Earth. Technically, Medigel violates Council laws against genetic engineering, but to date, it has proved far too useful to ban.
Okay, we got all that dealt with. Save it one more time here. So while we're waiting to see anything, I'm going to ask you guys a couple of questions before one question and then a second question, which leads to rating someone. So, in terms of streaming later on tonight, probably like about 10, 11 start time, give or take. What do you guys want to see? Because I could go back to Dragon Age Origins like I did last Thursday. Let me just check something here real quick for my games and apps. Okay, so here are the options for you guys as far as the Xbox One goes, or Xbox in general. Dragon Age Origins, BioShock 1, Fable Anniversary Edition, Saints Row, I think it's 3 remastered, or whatever the Saints Row remastered game that I have installed is. Yeah, those are going to be the options at this point. So, Fable, Dragon Age, and whatever else I just said. Saints Row, and yeah, pretty much so. That's anything I can think of off the top of my head. If you guys have anything that you want to see, if I have it installed, I'll play it here later on tonight when I come back on later. BioShock or Saints Row, Chunk said. Well, Saints Row can be pretty fun. Like, for the female character, I can, like, do some things with her in the game for y'all. So, which would you rather do? Compelling story, BioShock, or some sexy fun with Saints Row? I guess Chunk voted for Saints Row, so I guess for the rest of you in the chat, what do you want to see, BioShock or Saints Row 3 for later on tonight? Because like I pointed out, Saints Row, that's my vote. Yes, I know, Chunk. You're voting for boobs and ass again. Yes, I know. You always vote for that. And that's perfectly fine, because if I were you, I'd be voting for it too. Anything with Mara yet? Well, I'm waiting for you guys to respond in the chat. Let's see. I don't see Mara yet, so I don't even know if she's gonna go live tonight. Probably not. Chunk's good either way. Yeah. Well, I got one vote for one game from Chunk, so considering that that's the majority, evidently, is 1-0. It looks like it's going to be Saints Row tonight. Probably won't be till at least 8 by the look of it. Are you talking about from our stream, Chunk? Because if that's the case, I'll just... I really don't care which one. Never played either one. Alright. Well, then Chunk's vote stands as the majority. It's going to be Saints Row later on tonight for some interesting fun. With that in mind, since we don't see Mara, I got to end the stream because I want to make some lunch. Or what passes for lunch for me, considering what time I got up today. I see only 2 people that I follow live, and I'm going to let you guys pick in the chat which one you'd rather watch or raid. There's Dad, Drunk 3PO, with 58 people, and then there's Electrifying Gaming, who's playing this, specifically Mass Effect Legendary Edition, and he only has 1 person watching. So if we go jump over there, that's in theory would bring his viewership to 4. So what do you guys think? Raid the person that has fewer viewers than us, or go invade Dad's channel again? So just type Dad for raid your dad so we can see if he says your name right. All right, fine. I guess we'll raid Dad here, so. Since that's the consensus here. I need to spell raid right first. He's been saying my name right the last couple of times that I raided him, so. Only following Drunk, so. It's unanimous. We're gonna raid Dad right now, so. With that in mind, guys, I'll see you later tonight for Saints Row the 3rd remastered. I think that's the one. Well, whatever the Saints Row I have that's remastered, that's the one that I'm going to be doing. Yep, I will see you later tonight for that. Have fun on Jay's stream. I'll be watching that while I'm cooking. And I'll see you guys later. Don't forget also the Drudak Games podcast tomorrow afternoon at noon with myself, my younger brother Desert Nord, and Joshy064 as well, the entire team, talking about Star Wars Eclipse, SJW's wanting to cancel that, PlayStation Plus, Games with Gold, and other gaming related items to discuss together tomorrow. And then also, what the hell else am I doing tomorrow? A series of streams across either YouTube or Twitch, depending on what I decide to do. I usually do, free-to-play stuff tomorrow. I forgot about that. So, PlayStation Plus and Games with Gold games, I'm playing on YouTube and Twitch tomorrow. I'll see you guys then, and let's go, Papa J. Later, guys.